North Dakota over a bomb threat. Paraman Radhakrishnan, a 53-year-old businessman from Gujarat, was taken into custody at the Grand Forks International Airport on Saturday by the police for allegedly making a bomb threat as he told a travel agent that there was an explosive in his bag. He faces terrorism charges and is being held in a local correctional facility. And more inputs coming in on the story now. Radhakrishnan's motive is still under investigation. However, the police has said it is possible that he became upset with airport staff and then issued a threat of a bomb in his bag. This is what the police are saying right now. Reactions coming in on this. Take a look.
And at that time, the decision was made then to evacuate the airport, and then the subject was taken into custody. The Grand Forks Regional Bomb Squad also responded out there for some of the luggage that was left unattended by the individual.
Police say the leading theory behind what may have caused the suspect to make these threats is that he became disgruntled with airport staff. But they say regardless of the reason, any threat of this nature at an airport is taken seriously.
So Palami Saha now for more details on this. Palami, this comes amidst large protests and massive turnouts across cities against the immigration ban. There is chaos at airports. Perhaps this is a result of that chaos. The police in North Dakota say he threatened after he became upset. Now Sushma Swaraj wants explanations. What else do we know now?
Well, of course, the Ministry of External Affairs has contacted the U.S. Embassy to get in touch with the U.S. authorities to get more details as to what exactly transpired and what are the reasons that Mr. Radhakrishnan has in fact been arrested and sent into a correctional facility in Minnesota, in North Dakota, I beg your pardon. He was headed towards Minnesota, of course, on his way back to India after a week-long business trip in the United States. So only after those details are acquired and the Ministry of External Affairs is assured of the fact that he is in fact very, innocent, and he did not mean to in any sense cause any kind of fear or panic by that statement that he made, that the U.S. airport authorities claimed that he was getting too disgruntled with the questions that were being asked, and hence he allegedly said that I have a bomb in my bag, which basically caused some amount of scare across the airport. The airport had to be evacuated as well. If they're assured that it was not intentional in nature or he did not say anything of that nature at all, then, of course, the Indian authorities will be moving forward in trying to, of course, ensure his release.
Stay with us, Palami. We're also getting inputs and reactions now from government ministers. Pratap Singh Jadeja, Minister of State for Home and Non-Residents. Gujarat says, Department says, I quote him now, we have not received any details from the U.S. regarding the arrest of any person. Normally, the U.S. authorities first intimate the embassy in New Delhi, which would subsequently inform the Ministry of External Affairs, which would then share details with state authorities. We are the last to get information. This is the State Minister from Gujarat, Pratap Singh Jadeja, with his take on the issue. But Palami, the fact remains that Radhakrishnan has been detained as well, and it's been confirmed he's been detained. Now, whether or not his arrest will continue or not, investigations are still on. The state government in Gujarat says they have not been intimated, but the fact still remains he has been taken in custody, and it is all, if not large part, due to the chaos caused by the immigration order by President Donald Trump. And any person really of suspicious demeanor, apart from non-Caucasians, have had to face a lot really, even if they have valid green cards, valid visas. This is all part of what's happening and playing out in the U.S. right now.
Absolutely. There have been protests over the last couple of days after those executive orders were issued by the Donald Trump administration to restrict the entry of citizens coming in from 7 Muslim-majority nations, including Iran, Iraq, Sudan, Somalia, as well as Yemen. And hence, of course, a federal judge did intervene in the matter and put a stay on that ban, which is, of course, being debated now across various forums across the United States as well. Today, we know that the acting Attorney General of the United States as well lost her job because she objected to that immigration ban, which was ordered by the Trump administration. So clearly, it is a very sensitive issue right now. There are protests that are being witnessed across U.S. airports at the borders as well. And hence the U.S. authorities obviously are quite alarmed by that alleged.
Absolutely. We'll wait for more details. Sushma Swaraj has also asked for an explanation and an answer. Thank you, Palami, for joining us on this. More breaking news coming in just now. Closer home. Congress Chief Sonia Gandhi's political secretary, Ahmed Patel, has sought Swaraj's intervention for Radhakrishnan's release, claiming that he was falsely implicated in the case. Ahmed Patel, remember, belongs to Gujarat and has demanded that Sushma Swaraj intervene, as she has done in many previous cases where Indians were in trouble. It does look like Mr. Paraman Radhakrishnan has been arrested, although the police there said he might have become upset over constant and incessant questions asked by Border Patrol, immigration authorities at the airport, and might have lost his cool here. But pending investigation, he will stay in police custody, and that's the law there. Fortunately or unfortunately, even if there is lack of evidence, we're not quite sure what exact evidence that the police in North Dakota really have, and they haven't really given out information as such as the circumstances of his arrest. They've only said and stopped short at saying that he became upset after incessant questioning at immigration control. Paulami is back with us now. Paulami, in fact, she's live right now. Paulami, the fact that Mr. Paraman Radhakrishnan is still under arrest, North Dakota police has only told us, or the media at large, that he was perhaps upset at the incessant questioning following the order, the executive order passed by Trump here, and they have to screen many people. Apart from the fact he's not from a Muslim-majority country, not even close to that particular map where 7 Muslim-majority countries have been barred, immigrants, travelers, visa holders, what have you, this does seem like, in large part, it happened because of the chaos at airports. And it wasn't just major cities like Los Angeles, New York, San Francisco, Chicago. It seems that North Dakota as well, that particular airport was also caught in the chaos.
That's right. This is not about the immigration ban which was ordered by the Trump administration, which of course there's a stay on it by a federal court at the moment. This is more about the protests and the chaotic scenes that were witnessed at U.S. airports because of the ban which basically was restricting the entry of various immigrants, refugees and other citizens who were visiting the United States on possibly business reasons, tourism purposes as well, from these specific 7 Muslim majority nations. So there were a lot of protests that were witnessed at these U.S. airports, and the state of North Dakota and this particular airport, the Grand Forks airport, was caught in that situation as well. And hence, for an individual to have allegedly walked in, gotten a bit disgruntled and upset with the kind of questions that were being asked of him as to where he was headed, where he was going, where had he come from, what was the purpose of his stay in the United States, etc. Possibly, Mr. Radhakrishnan lost his cool, is what we're learning, and the U.S. authorities claim that he allegedly also said that I have a bomb in my bag because he possibly was so frustrated by the questions that were being asked. Of course, the U.S. authorities could take no chances with a statement of that nature being made by any individual. Again, we're reiterating that we don't know. This is what the U.S. authorities, the airport authorities, are claiming that Mr. Radhakrishnan said. And of course, his wife, who's petitioned both the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and she's petitioned the External Affairs Minister through social media as well. She claims that her husband is an innocent man who was only on a business trip to the United States, and he's an award-winning energy conservationist. He's been working in the sphere of energy conservation for a very long time, and he couldn't have possibly said or done anything of that nature which could have been alarming, really, and something which could have basically put the airport authorities on their guard. But that's what they claim, and hence they said that they had to immediately detain him and take him away to a correctional facility so that, of course, they could further question him to get to the bottom of whether indeed he was a threat or not.
Now, the External Affairs Minister has asked for a report from the Indian ambassador to the U.S. We are, of course, waiting for details coming in after that report. Thank you, Paulami, for joining us on this story. And we move on now to other stories closer home in a startling disclosure